and let's do what we can do. We are ambitious here, people. And you guys yesterday were nailing it with the comments, by the way, so big up your damn selves. I've got to break this story down into two pieces. I've got to really take my time with this story and let it marinate.
Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska, and equate some of the game's immortals have called home. Johnny the Jet, Frazier, Crouch, Rozier, and many more have built this big red legacy as this crowd is ready to cheer on their beloved Cornhuskers.
1/3 of the way.
We have a ranked
We haven't signed anybody. We're not even being heavily linked. I'm actually sorry to do this. I hate having to do this. You know, like I say, anybody that watches this channel on a regular basis, you know I'm a big fan of this guy, Vasily Kavara. He's a player that I said in the summer would be in my top 3 left wingers that I would try and get. I said summer because I thought there's no chance this guy leaves in January. Arteta said many times we have to see if there's a unique opportunity on the market, something that, you know, surprises us that nobody expected.
On first down.
And then he pops up. Happily willing to sell it for £67 million.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
£67 million.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement of blood.
When you're called foreign Huskers, you're like a big red flashing machine. You're going to get it done on the ground.
He's 23 years of age, so he's been within the project year. 67 million,
that's what Nebraska
easily
fans
doable.
want. Throw back to the old days,
His wages
the glory
are not
days,
high.
and they want
And
some of
guess
that
what
here in
this
this recent
footballer's
history.
doing?
They
Absolutely.
bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
About what? About who? Who am I supposed to be excited about? Mikel Marino? Raheem Sterling on loan?
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
He told us if there's a unique opportunity.
He's looking
Now
to
the
throw.
source is Charles Watson. You know my opinion on Charles. He's so in the club's pocket, it's unbelievable. He does have a little bit of info. He said at the moment there's no suggestion also about to enter the conversation. I've certainly not heard anything. And as I said, for people at the start, I think my bro Akeem last night sent me the picture. Liverpool interested in Kavara. Hey, Liverpool? They've got Gakpo and Diaz. And they're interested in Kavara. We've got Martinelli and Trossard, and we're not interested in him. What the hell is going on?
And here comes the Nebraska
Liverpool's
offense back onto the field.
Probably
that last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much.
It's the same.
Great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball down.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could
Martinelli.
capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Kavara's available, 67 million. The guy's on less than 50 grand a week. And we're saying,
up there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
If it makes sense,
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Arsenal won't do. This actually makes so much sense. They're probably devastated. They're probably going, oh my God, we said if there was a unique
really nice stop
there
from this senior
and we're not going to buy it.
Now that's what you try to do is
Because guess what?
limit those damages when they run the football.
Get
Him on the ground,
he's probably
short
driving
gains
that deal.
to set your
You know
defense
what,
for positive
Liverpool, you've got
situations
two
down
great
the
left wingers there, but this
From
guy
the
at
gun,
67 million, it's too hard to turn him down. This is what we goal we do. There's been something in the summer. Diaz has been playing.
And a nice
Maybe
job
they
by the
turn
running
Diaz
back,
into a
finding
strike.
space,
Maybe
getting
Gakpo
downhill,
turns into
making
a
a
strike.
good run. Great job
They try and
finishing
get
his
Kavara.
pass.
Now they may not get him,
Defense
but at
trying to
least
come up
as
with a
a
stop on 3rd and short from the 37.
Look at the ambition,
Toss
top of the
sweep
league,
right.
two great left
That play
wingers.
just never had a chance. They knock him
I'm
down for
sitting
a
here with
loss
some
of
scrubs
5.
on the left wing.
And the Huskers will hustle to the line.
Don't worry, people. Don't worry. Da-da-da-da. say we don't need Kvara. You know why we don't need Kvara?
Based on a side adjustment.
You know why we don't need the guy?
Got it past the mark.
Rated up.
And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this
like he's on his way to PSG.
The Cornhuskers are marching down the field.
Really went in for him.
They'll put the tight end in motion.
Away from PSG. This ain't the PSG with Messi and Neymar.
They want to run it left here.
He's fine.
Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
Hey guys.
That's a really good job by the defense.
You don't need Kvara. You know why we don't need Kvara?
Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional. Put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Rashi. Oh! That will sort out the season. Get Rashi in.
They'll run the toss.
Sky Italia. It seems that Arsenal have made a run.
He's brought down
Manchester United.
They pick up the big first down.
It's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. You see some nice plays throwing it.
You guys
that
done.
one?
2 years ago, when he kept doing this every minute, 30 goals in all comps, I might have been celebrating this at 25 million euros. I mean, I'm going to keep it real. I've been a Rashford fan at certain points. You guys know
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. We've played
2 years
one
ago,
before we
that
move on.
celebration,
Let's have a look at the
I was
stats.
ready for it. Bring him to the carpet 2 years ago. But a lot can change in 2 years. Let me tell you
They'll
something
try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here.
These brothers
They'll immediately call timeout.
Rashford. While Kvara is available.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal.
Starting with the glow ball, but this is going to leave your
He's going to the right, looking for a pass to the end zone.
Who doesn't want it?
And he runs it in for the score.
It could be aeroplanes and banners. I'm telling you. Because that is actual game over. If they do that.
First down here for the offense.
I know this club are not serious football club anymore. So don't worry about ambition, winning titles, winning trophies. You're a PR merchant.
The give to the
tailback.
Pick
the block, 88.
One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And to be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten are the big two gorillas, right? Anytime you can make a statement and dent these two big powerhouse conferences, go do it.
I think the ACC too is going to play with a chip on his shoulder.
You know when
Back
you
in
leave your bin
conference
out,
realignment, it was the best four programs from the Pac-12, but all chose the big.
The expressway is wide open, and he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game.
Premier League people. Listen, Chelsea, there was a play, but you know Friday.
They just have
put them
one
in the
remaining in the
recycling.
half.
We'll have a look through and see what we can rescue. We're in the bins. We've ravaged through Chelsea's bins for years. Oh, look at this William Gallas they were going to throw away. Let's see what we can do with this. David Luiz and Yossi Benayoun and Jorginho and Havertz. Now we're in the Man United bin.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off.
Now we're going in United's bin.
He'll ride his man on the option.
And we want to buy a guy
now the
from a team who's 13.
And he walks in for the score. Touchdown,
Stuck
Husker!
out of place this season. The most notable thing Rashford has done this season is take a picture with Brunson inside Madison Square Garden with a very nice Louis Vuitton jacket on. I can't lie, that jacket was serious. That's the highlight of Rashford's season. Not 2 seasons ago when he's knuckleballing it in and doing this celebration. The biggest highlight of Rashford's season is taking a picture with Brunson at Madison Square Garden. New York Knicks in a Louis Vuitton jacket. That's his highlight of the season. And we're going, to Arsenal. Yeah, we'll have that.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning.
You like skip with Platts. You look like Brunson. Yeah, the jacket was serious.
Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39
Sterling out wide.
As we reach
What
the
are
2-minute
we,
warning, they'll need to try to
2008?
get a stop to keep this thing from
What the
getting out
hell
of
are we
hand.
doing? Are we a serious football club anymore? I don't understand. John Wiggins.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of
As
3.
an Arsenal fan, it's much
Sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, you get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quarterback checking the play.
I'm telling you now.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Holds it in.
This better be made.
It's all about vertical downs and
This
distances.
club is literally driving.
You want to be great unit defensively, you've
driving
got to
us
be
insane.
good on 3rd down and in the red zone. This defense getting up 3rd down like
The
that,
next
that is
transfer news
just
that I'm
pathetic.
going to tell you as well.
From the
It
gun,
doesn't
they'll
get
try
any
to
better.
impose their
Like
will.
we're going down the hill
And they'll
here.
finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Huskers getting set
As I
on
said,
1st
the
and
thing
10.
that worries me about this
Wide
is
out in motion.
all the clubs that seem
They'll
to be
ride the
linked
hot
with it
hand.
are in Italy. Rashford might look
And
here
he'll
and
step
go,
out of bounds
I've got
after
good
a very
opportunity.
productive
I'm
play.
staying. Let's be real. Rashford said in the interview the other day, I want to go to the next World Cup. You know that you tend to have a better chance of getting in the England squad if you're in the Premier League.
I will have a lot of success.
You know,
in
he's
the
ignored
offensive side of the
Tomori in the Italian league.
From the gun, he
He's
leaves
ignored
it with the
Loftus
back.
Cheek, the previous
Slam
man.
to the ground,
So,
but not
he
before he
might
gets
think
the first
London
down.
Premier League Arsenal, I'll take
The
that.
offensive
So,
line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his
Don't do
hole
it.
is.
Don't go anywhere
Go
near
hit
it.
Get the first down. Don't
Needs to
mess
stop
around.
being the bin
Nice
head
job
taking out
following his hole.
everyone's recycling. You prefer
And a
Rashford or
nice
Modric.
run
I prefer
there
Rashford,
before
but
the
I don't
defense
want
finally
anyone.
makes the stop.
I don't want any of
You got to be able to know what
go
play
to
to
Italy
call
and try.
and what
Why?
how to go
What
through
we
that. The
literally?
line blocks
When
for
do
a
we
certain
sign
hole. Good
players
job
that are
getting
on
through the
the?
hole, getting
I
what
want to
was
sign
blocked,
players
nice
that,
positive
they're
game,
in the
making
form
your
of their
situation
life,
really good
and
on
they're
the
getting
next
better.
down.
From the gun,
I
running
don't
back
want
on the move.
Chelsea
And he'll
fans
step into
waiting
the
to
end
get out
zone.
of the door. They knew he was so inconsistent. I don't want Jorginho that's getting released in 6 months because he's past his best and he can't run. I don't want that. I don't want David Luiz because he's making too many mistakes and Chelsea don't trust him anymore. I don't want Zinchenko because they've realised he can't defend and there's no place for him
First down
in
here
that
for
squad.
the offense.
What I want is Alexis Sanchez, who's on fire, all playing really
Wide
well at
receiver
Arsenal,
shows
who just
motion.
wants regular football.
They keep it
I
on the
want
ground to
Aubameyang
open the
who's
third.
ripping it up in the German league. I
Cross
want
the 30
Ozil,
out to the
who's one of the best
33 and
creative
gains
players in
4
the
on the
world.
play.
Even Declan Rice had a
This
fantastic
offense came into the game
Stop
knowing
buying
they wanted to be
players
physical, they
you
wanted
know,
to
when they're on their
establish
way
the line
down.
of scrimmage, and they're
They're the
running
ones who are saying, yo,
downhill
man, I'm
right
going to get
at
better
this
and better and
defense,
better.
and they're churning out positive yardage
Oh, these
early.
little scrubs were being
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the
Somebody
back.
said this yesterday.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the
He said, I'm
35.
just doing it because basically, if you're in a bad situation in your career and Arteta signed you, you're going to have that huge respect
These are
for
the
him.
types of
Oh my God,
plays
he's
where
rescued
offenses
him.
impose
So
their
you're never
will.
going to give
3rd
him
and short
attitude
from the
problems,
45.
and you're never going to have that ego.
Steamrolls his
Where
way
if he
ahead.
goes inside,
He puts
let's
him in
just say, for
business across
example,
the 50 into the 46-yard
Alexis
line. It'll
Sanchez
be
when he
first
was at his
down.
best, right?
Here's this offense with a fresh set
Him
of downs.
bowling through the
They
door
go to the
going, yo,
ground.
brother,
Got room at
I'm
the
a big boy
35.
player. You
He's
better
all the way
talk to
down
me
to the
nice.
27-yard
You know what I
line,
mean?
and
Put some
they
respect
are
on my
playing.
name, and if you don't
In
treat
halftime,
me
in
the
this
way I
locker room,
think
there was
you
a lot
should,
of
you're going to
positive
have
things to
problems.
talk about. You
And this
got
is
the
my
lead.
problem.
But you know what else will be
Arteta. I
positive,
don't think
Palmer?
Arteta
Get the
likes
running
big
game going
personalities.
early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here. And I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this
I
defense
don't think
around.
Arteta likes it.
Didn't
That's why he
get
likes
much on
that
first down. It's
you know,
2nd and
stray
9.
dog on the side of the road that's scratching because it's got fleas.
The offense
He
showing
brings it in,
motion
the
from the
dog's
tight end, trying to get a read on the
Say
deep.
with me, Arteta, you know, tickle my belly.
Keep it on the
Thanks a
ground.
lot, mate.
They
It's
make the
crazy.
stop,
Anyway.
give him 3 yards on
I'm
the
in
carry,
a
balls
zone
at the
right now,
24.
people, with Arsenal. Some of you will have turned up today looking for your spirits to be lifted because of what happened against Newcastle. I can't deliver
They
that
got
to
a
you
ways
right
to
now.
go on
I'm going to
3rd
be
down from the
totally honest with you.
24 as this
If you're
defense
looking
tries
for
to
me
force
to
him
lift the
into a
spirit in
field goal
terms of
try.
Arsenal,
No run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And the defense is going to have to
I
have
might
more
make you laugh and
plays
smile
like that.
about
He has
something
had a
else,
ball
but
game so
Arsenal,
far, running wild all
yeah,
day long.
the other
Defense
channels
finally
are
comes up with a stop.
that
Maybe get a
today.
little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off.
Big up my bro Turkish OG's back on Monday, yes. Rashi, bro, just for you. There you go. There's the picture. Sky Italia. Arsenal have made a phone call to Manchester United from Marcus Rashford. Just for you, bro. Just for you. And speaking of Mike Tyson, you know,
The
Turkish been
Cornhuskers ready to
talking
go
like
back
Mike
to work
Tyson
on
in these interviews.
offense.
Nobody
These
knows what's
last
happening.
couple of drives, Jesse, have been
he
about
gets
the
a list all of a
defense
sudden
making clutch
after Arsenal
stands.
lose.
I think for this offense, they can
brilliant.
stay aggressive,
We
knowing
know
that
it's
their
the
defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you
anyway,
go for those
White
fourth
Glove,
down
Nick
situations,
Arteta,
you do
man,
that
I'm
a lot of
broke right
times
now.
because
Sell
the
off.
defense can make stands,
Fucking
make
bro,
stops.
sell up.
They did on that last
Sell
possession.
up, man. Red Stripes, we are here to sponsor the show
After the
just in case.
productive
Regards,
first down
Red
play,
Stripes
it's
Company.
2nd and 6.
Bro, I don't even
They'll
drink in
run
the
the
house.
option.
Albert drove me to a beer on Wednesday.
He'll
After he
toss
missed
it.
that chance, I thought my TV had
Perfectly
broke.
timed on that
Oh, wait.
pitch, and they pick up the first
I
down on
thought
the
the ball
play.
had gone through the net.
It'll be a 1st
What?
and
He
10
just
from the
missed that
29.
from 2 yards out. I said, nah, I need to be intoxicated to
On
watch
the
the rest
option.
of this game.
Now the
That
pitch.
was well for it. Anyway. Ricky said Kudos 40 mil, the RB 35, but we go and pay Chelsea 65 million for a dud.
Didn't get
Who
much
showed
on
for
first
2 years
down.
he's
It's 2nd
horrible
and
in the
9.
Prem, needs investigating. Bro, I say it all the time.
He's looking to
People
throw.
think I'm joking when I say
Fires deep toward the end
he needs to
zone.
investigate.
That is
And
just
that
horrible.
pass is intercepted.
Chelsea.
Man, that is how you get it
Why
done
do
as
we
a
keep turning up buying their scraps? Why? What have they done for us? I feel like something's happened. You know, there's this thing in Germany, I think Bayern Munich helped Dortmund out financially years ago. So they, in return, I think, I've read that they get first refusal on certain players, which is why they ended up with Lewandowski, Mats Hummels, Mario Götze. I think Chelsea have
And
done
here
something
comes the
behind the
Nebraska offense back onto the field.
Remember Wenger said
After
2004
that last
we were
pick,
headed for
David, they really
administration.
need to take care of the
maybe
ball this
Abramovich
time.
said, there you
No
go,
doubt.
man, there's
And
only
Paul, I wanna
200
know
million
what
to get you
Spurrier
out
said
of
to
debt.
you on the
In
sideline
return,
after
you've
the
got to
game.
buy all
Do
that
that
scrub.
again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest
Joe,
of the
listen,
game.
Big C, it's
You
my
gotta
birthday
go
today. I
out,
refuse
you
to let
gotta
Arsenal
call your
ruin my
plays, and
birthday
I hope
weekend.
this coaching staff isn't going to
Bro,
be
I
afraid
say
to
it
throw
all
it
the
this
time,
round.
don't let Arsenal
They
ruin
got
your
nothing
weekend,
on
your
the last
birthday,
play. It's
none of
2nd
it.
and
Just
10.
switch off.
On the
Switch
option.
off.
He'll toss it.
But yeah,
Not
anyway,
much room to
let me
run.
get
Let's
through
get
this.
him run to the
If Miguel wanted
33.
Pavard, it would be as simple as. We'd like to think so, but then would they even give him the money
A
to buy him?
3rd
I don't
and
know.
long coming
I
up
don't know.
here.
Pavard signs, Barcola becomes available. I
The
don't
run
think
from the shotgun.
Barcola's there.
He'll come through on 3rd down. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the
I don't think
23.
he would just get
And the Huskers want to crank the tempo.
I think they find a way of getting
After
both
run,
in the
now
team
throw.
or rotate.
Outside the
Marco
pocket,
said
let's
best
go.
thing the club can do is
Makes a
rename
connection.
the club to
Defense
London
makes a
Reds,
stop,
established
but
in
the chains
2006
move,
and
and it's
Nicola
first and
Pine.
goal from
Yeah,
the
we
8.
basically became that pro.
They
league.
showed great trust in their quarterback right
You know what
there,
I mean?
and why
And
not?
Darsh
He's
said
had
Big
an
C, but
outstanding
Pavard
game.
is not proven.
Outstanding
Rashford
game
is
has taken
speaks
care
in
of the football.
AFTV.
Now late in the game,
LFC
you
fan,
got
I
the
don't
lead. That
think
first
we get
down now
Pavard,
tells
but
me
if we do,
now it's time to start running the football, run the clock.
Oh, you say all on AFTV.
The offense
Well,
will have
do you
to
know, I
use
don't
its
think
first
most of the
timeout
guys
in the
on
half.
AFTV will come tonight, to be honest. I said quite openly 2 years ago that I took him when he kept scoring 30 goals in all comps. Not now, man. He's watching.
Defense
He needs to go
rolls
and
up, deep in
rejuvenate
its
his
own
career,
end
do
on
that
that last
somewhere
play.
else.
Now a 2nd and long
I mean,
coming.
Liverpool fans must be
Looking for a
thinking,
path to the end
sometimes
zone
I've
to the
even
right.
said as an Arsenal fan, I'd love to see them
Touchdown,
even have a play
Nebraska!
bid for a team.
And the punishment.
And that sounds crazy, because what's the point? You still don't get the player. I'd love to turn on Sky Sports and go, yo, Arsenal have been rejected for Pavard. I'd be like, yo, all right, at least we're trying a team here, you know, and we're serious. Even a failed bid I would give you some sort of credit. The fact they're sitting there doing
this
nothing,
offense starts deep in
crazy.
a hole.
Ricky said, Big C, we were always bid men. Ozil and Sanchez were unwanted at Madrid and Barca, but they were the best
Give as they work on that
City
clock.
now to Chelsea and United. Yeah, come on, listen.
How about that
To be
effort to
fair,
get it out
Ozil
across the
played
20,
it
they'll
well.
mark it at the 20.
They only got rid of him
down.
by the time, so
Here's this
pretty
offense with a
fair.
fresh
So I'd
set
say
of downs.
Ozil never really got bitten, but yeah, they pushed him out the door. Sanchez, apparently Messi didn't get on with it.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see.
But like
They'll
I said,
throw it
man,
on
those
first
guys,
down. Getting
they
some
were
heat.
in the bin.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
So you don't mind picking
And
up
finally,
players
the
like that.
defense is able to get some pressure on this
Probably
quarterback.
once
They've
he's
been
interested in
trying all
Mamouche,
game
it
long,
just makes me
different
furious
ways to
about
affect them. Weren't
like
able
I
to
say,
get there, but on
Mamouche
that
is a
play,
player I haven't seen
because
that
of the
much.
pressure, it
I watched
affected
him
his
play
accuracy,
live
and that's why the ball falls
3
into
times. He's lively, he's
2nd and 10, he'll
technically
throw
very
again.
good, takes set
And the
pieces.
quarterback
I don't know how good he
sacked
truly is.
at the 12.
What I will
You
say,
make up the
City have
game
got
plan
Haaland.
and not a lot
They're
on the
about to
play
go
sheet for
60
this.
million
3rd
strike.
and long from
We've
inside
got
their own
Havertz and
20.
Jesus. We're
Looking
saying no
downfield,
problem,
and he
wait
needs
till
a bunch. And the
Says
pass is
everything he needs to know about
intercepted.
football. They've got one more
And
five
they'll
hanging over
close
their
in
head.
on him after a good return on the interception.
Sitting there going, yo, I can't
Man, what a
spend money
great
every
break
time
on the
we flash
football.
up.
Nice job
See
seeing
you
it,
going,
squeezing.
yeah,
A
you
lot of those
strike the league,
defensive
make
guys, man, they
60
don't have
million,
great
no
hands
messing
all the
around.
time.
Don't worry about
But you
115.
always
Brown
remember your
envelope our way
first.
out.
Your first interception.
The level
You'll
of
always
ambition
remember
is
this
crazy.
one.
That
And he was
is crazy out here right now, man. If they're smoking out the launch back breakthrough. That's why I wore it today, bro. Pray
Defense
for LA, man.
rolls up
Showing
deep in its own
solidarity with
end
the
on
West
that
Coast.
last play. Now
Everyone
a
out there
second
stay
and long
safe.
coming.
Great part of the world. I had a
After the
great time over
incompletion,
there.
they go back up top. Firing to the right, complete.
It looks great.
They've got it down to the
Hopefully
3-yard
that, I mean,
line.
people saying
Really well done on that throw
probably
and
fake
catch.
news regarding
Then
that.
Lofton
Alex
with this short
Scott's not
field
a good
payoff with
source
a
for it.
touchdown
I would
instead
like
of
to
settling
think
for
it's
3,
fake.
but it is
I would like to
3rd
think
and
it's
goal.
fake.
Throws to the end zone, picked
People,
off right
I'll
at the
bring you
goal
up to
line.
date with today's sponsors. Today's
Crosses
sponsors
midfield.
are Stocks
The 30.
FC. This is
He's at the
we've
10.
been working with them for the next few months. So I'm going to
Touchdown,
bring you up to scratch with what's happening. QR code in the top right corner. This is Stocks FC, so it's a unique football stock market. So basically, if you're sitting there thinking, I've got a bit of spare cash, I wouldn't mind having a go at flipping it, but I don't know too much about Bitcoin and Ethereum and XRP. I don't know too much about the stock market and all those sorts of things, but I do know my football. I know when players are good and I know when players are bad. It's something that you know a lot more about. And to me, it's bang on. As I always say, people, don't use money that you need. Use money that is spare and you want to have a bit of fun with. I mean, we're looking at Arsenal here. Don't know how many of these guys I want to invest in, to be honest. I mean, David Reyes stock's
They're in
quite
command
high.
of this game.
He
Now
should be
let's see if
zero.
they try to
I
rub a
would never
little salt in
recommend
the wound
investing
or
in
happy
high.
with getting the W.
They say
and
buy on
listen,
the
this
dip,
makes the
people. I
post-game
mean,
handshake fun sometimes.
Martinelli
If you do
right
choose
now
to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it,
bottom
Jesse.
right
Like,
now.
your job
If
is
you're
to score
Martinelli
points. It's my
FC,
job to stop it.
you know what
Keep
I'm
the
saying?
foot
You
to
could
the
buy
accelerator.
Martinelli
Keep trying
right
to play
now if
ball.
you think he's
I
ever
agree
going to come back to
1,000%.
life.
That's like Steve
You might
Spurrier
be able
back
to
in the day
make
when I
some
was
money
playing for
there.
the Gators.
Listen,
You go
if
play
you
for
use
him
the
because you
QR
want the
code or the
opportunity
link in
to
the
throw the
description
ball.
below,
So when you get in the game late, you're not
If
handing it
the
off. We were beating Central
5-3
Michigan by
low
80-something
players,
points. He was
just
still
to
letting
give
us
you
throw the
that in a
football.
breakdown.
It's the defense's job to
Sign
stop
up.
you.
You don't
And
give
it's an
any bank
incomplete
details.
pass on the deep
Don't
shot.
give nothing. They will give you
Down.
5
Let's
free
check the
loan
call.
players that will last for a couple of weeks. Any
Some
profit
hand
that
fighting
those
at the
5
point
loan
of the
players
catch
make
will draw
in the
the
2
penalty,
weeks,
but this
you
one is
can
going
take
to
that
go
out
against the
as
offense.
cash and put it in your account. If you like it, you can continue after
First
that.
down for
Invest
this
your own
offense.
money. You have to go through the website, Stocks FC. The link's in the description
He's
below.
looking to throw.
It's definitely something that you should get involved in if you want to invest and have
And
a bit
it's
of fun. and
picked
try
off
and
for
make
the
some money.
third time today.
As I say,
Couldn't find a
be
ton of
careful
room on
though.
that return, but
Gamble
that
away.
small
You've got to be
change they
18
pick
or
over at the
above. You don't
43.
think, yo, I need to
Offense
pay the
getting
rent
set
this
for
month, let
first
me put it
down.
all locked in. You don't do that. Only use spare money. Big up to everyone
He's
locked
looking
in.
to throw
Stock
it.
market settings,
And
Stocks
there
FC.
was nowhere to go for this
I'm
quarterback,
going to be
and
investing
down
in
he
a few
goes.
players, people. So, yeah,
The
I'll keep you
defense
up to date.
calls the
Big up
timeout.
to
They're
Stocks
second of the
FC
day as they
for
try to get
supporting
their
the
act
channel.
together.
Right,
That
let's
is the
get
last thing
into
you want on first down as an offense, a
second
sack.
part of
Now
transfer.
it's second down.
Jesus.
And that pass
Well, we should
intercepted.
scalp Jesus.
Bringing it
Maybe
back.
that's fine.
He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
On the inside handoff to the running back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. The offense will quickly use the timeout after picking up a couple of 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground.
I don't want to read things like this, dude. If Benjamin Sesko is available on the
and he's brought down after a nice game.
The rest of what he said, I've heard him already. I don't want no ifs, buts, or maybe. I don't want Benjamin Sesko anywhere near
from
this.
The shotgun, the inside.
Anywhere near. Anywhere near. Let's have a look at his stats. I've seen him play a few times.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
6 goals in 15 games.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. That play just never had a chance. They knocked him down for a loss of 5.
If Benjamin Sesko is available on the market, Arsenal feel they're in a very strong position. Yeah, he would be, but he's not a very good player.
Pass falls to the
he's not a very good player, that's why.
When you know you have a team outclassed.
If Alexander Isak would dream target becomes attainable,
finish with a blowout like this is really
where
impressive.
Arsenal
and it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better.
What have I said so many times
game,
on this channel?
How do I continue
Open
to
expectations.
This was so easy, great execution,
Isak,
just beat down in every facet.
Reality.
I think as a player, you just love
being in
such great
I have said
rhythm.
it so many times, and I can see it happening. The guy's having an average season. He will probably be willing to leave next year, and will turn up 50 million. Leipzig will take a nice cheap payment structure. Yeah, don't worry, mate. Pay the 50 million over 5 years. No rush. He's on 100 grand. You give him 140, 150. He turns up. He won't mind being rotated with Havertz, and they'll get rid of Gabriel Jesus. We've seen this story before. We know how it ends. We want Luis Suarez. We sign Lucas Perez. We want Gonzalo Higuain. We sign Danny Welbeck. We want William Carvalho. We play Flamini. You know what time it is, people. This is Arsenal. We've seen this story. We want Isak. We get Sesko. Tesco, as I call him. It stinks. Leipzig just signed Okafor from Milan. I think it means Sesko may be coming. Yeah, they got Okafor. They got Openda. So now Sesko can go. Sesko to Arsenal. Isak don't go anywhere. And then Gyökeres goes, maybe Barcelona, maybe Man United, and we're sitting it, going, oh, same old Arsenal. By the way, Stocks FC, somebody just asked, it's not Arsenal, it's all Premier League clubs. It's all Premier League clubs. So, yeah, to be honest, I'm not sure I would go for a lot of these Arsenal players right now. But, yeah, crazy. So that was part one. Ben Jacobs also said some other stuff. The part two of the story, though, is from Craig Hope in the Daily Mail. This is a complete contradiction to Sami Mokbel yesterday, who said Arsenal will try and sign Isak in the summer. Craig Hope is much closer with Newcastle. He does a lot of Newcastle stories. So this story worries me a great deal. Craig Hope saying Arsenal cannot afford the British transfer record fee it would take to sign Alexander Isak from Newcastle this summer. Sources say owner Stan Kroenke is extremely unlikely to sanction a move unless there was a significant departure from the club. Now, again, we don't know. Sami Mokbel says we can. Craig Hope says we can't. Craig Hope said in this report it will take at least 120 million to get him out of the club. 115 million is the record buy. And that's Caicedo in the Premier League. Now, when you look at it, there's a couple things here that I look at. And again, we don't know how true this is. So let's take it all as it's not gospel. Will the Kroenkes pay 120 million? Probably not. They paid 105, but would they pay 120? I'm not so sure. The bit that worries me is he said unless there was a significant departure from the club. Now, I always said Arsenal over the years are the type of club that when they give you something, they take something away from you. So they go, there you go, everyone. Enjoy Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. You're like, oh my God, he's so quick. He's doing front flips. What a player. I've always wanted him. Then they go, thank you very much. We're taking Alexis Sanchez away from him. So this, to me, screams of, oh, there you go, everyone. There's Isak, the number 14 you've always wanted, doing gunfinger knee slides. But unfortunately, that means Saliba's going to have to go to Real Madrid. And you go, hang on a minute. Now we can score goals, but now we can't defend because the best defender we've had in about 15 years has just gone to Madrid. And Lawrence, you're spot on. You have to ask questions. Why are Arsenal trying to get Araujo from Barcelona? A right-sided centre-back. Araujo's stating he wants to leave to get first-team football. Why would he come to Arsenal? You can't get in the Arsenal team ahead of Saliba. What are we looking at him for? Are they thinking, cash out with Saliba with 2 years left? Get Isak, get Araujo on the cheap. That's Araujo and Isak for the sake of Saliba. Again, I'm not saying this is true. I'm not saying it's gospel. I could just be, adding things up that don't actually make sense. But I'm saying we always have to approach with caution. Realistically, if they're saying a significant departure, who can we sell that is worth a lot of money that clubs would be desperate to sign? We're looking at players like Zinchenko and Jesus. You're going to get pennies for them guys because they're out of form and they're on big wages. You're not going to get your money back, 35 million for Zinni. You ain't going to get the 45 back for Jesus. Players that could go that are worth a lot of money are your Salibas, your Sakas, and maybe players like Declan Rice. Obviously hasn't been at the football club that long. So, listen, we will see, people. We will see. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. It feels like Arsenal at the moment are doing more feeding stories to the media than actually doing business, and it makes no sense. We're in a desperate situation where we need reinforcements. We've got 3 games in 7 days. Manchester United at home in the FA Cup, Tottenham at home on Wednesday in the league, Aston Villa at home next Sunday in the league. If that week doesn't work out, the season could be over, the whole season, even if we're still in the Champions League. Arsenal are a club that there's a domino effect. When things start to go bad at Arsenal, they get worse and worse. Fans start having meltdowns, start arguing. It becomes toxic. Equally, when things go well, you can get better and better. Last season we did it. We won a lot of games after the Dubai trip. The club have an opportunity now to steady things that are happening. Bring in a good player. It will lift the team. It will lift the fans. We just want to see a good player on the pitch that can help us, that can give us something different. Win some big games of football. Steady the ship and allow us to build for the rest of the season. You can't be in a situation where in January you're saying, you know what, feels like the title and everything's over. You've got to at least get to those latter months and keep it going. So I'm really concerned by what's happening. I think all eyes should be on the ownership. Of course, the manager. The ownership don't pick the team and the tactics. Stan Kroenke didn't put Havertz on the right wing after the miss of the season against Newcastle. That was the manager's fault. I'm looking at everybody now. I'm looking at the whole club. The manager and the owners are under scrutiny for me right now. Chronicles said, hey Curtis, we are the most ambitious club in the world. Arteta must have an inverted brain. Yeah, exactly. He must have. ZT said, what would be your ideal 11 if we actually spend? I mean, I'm only going to go off what I really think we still need. Listen, you could improve in most positions, but if I'm being totally honest, I would get... Up front, I would get Isak. I think he's ideal. I would take Gyökeres or Osimhen if not. Left wing, I would sign Kvara right now for 67 million. I've always liked Rafa Leao. I know he's a bit inconsistent as well, but I think he's got a lot of potential as well. But I would love Rodrigo from Real Madrid as well, but you're probably not going to get him. But he is getting benched. So I'd take Kvara now because he's the easiest one to get and he's the cheapest one to get. In midfield, I would love to sign Barella. I don't know if you can get him out of Inter, but they're not top. No one's ever really tried to get him. I also wouldn't mind a left back. I know that sounds crazy, but I don't think Calafiori is the answer at left back. Is he going to trust Lewis Skelly as an 18-year-old? So they're the type of names that I would like to see us get. I would love Barella. Honestly, I would love Barella in centre mid. I would love Kvara on the wing or Leao, but I don't think we'll get Leao. And I would love Isak up front. And then left back, I like Nuno Mendes at PSG. I honestly don't think we're that good at left back. I'm being deadly serious. We've signed that many left backs. I'm still not sure who the best left back is. I actually think Lewis Skelly's our best left back now. And he's not even an actual left back. Chouameni would be a great signing as well. So we have to spend a lot of money. City sold Alvarez for 82 million and spending 60 on Mamouche. Improvement with profit. We will get a bag of peanuts. And McDonald's coupons for Kai Havertz if we're lucky. Havertz will see out his contract. I'm telling you now. If we're lucky, he'll go with a year left. No one's signing Havertz. Lifestyle said, we know full well nobody coming in. Sad reality. And Greedy Man said, do you think the players don't understand Arteta's tactics? Because well, I thought for the first time on Tuesday or Wednesday? Tuesday. I thought on Tuesday the Arsenal players looked confused on the pitch. I don't think they really understood what they needed to do. I thought they looked a little bit like, what's going on here? Havertz is on the right wing. Declan Rice is the midfielder that's attacking the penalty area. It was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. Dotty Big said, Big C, in the words of Turkish, man likes biscuits. I said it last year. I checked out of the Bournemouth loss. Your channel is the only form of entertainment. Big up, bro. Yeah. I always say, man, protect your energy as an Arsenal fan. It ain't easy out here, as Saeed once said. It ain't easy. Man, you were 13th. Their fans look like they're having more fun than us. We're second. We're absolutely fuming. But we know what should be happening, and it isn't happening. Right, let's finish off with some waffle. By the way, is Mamouche better than Alvarez? That super chat said upgrade and profit. I haven't seen enough of Mamouche, but is he better than Alvarez? Alvarez was the World Cup starting striker for Argentina, but Mamouche obviously banging goals. Marco said, Curtis, what would a 5-year plan look like from you if you were the club owner? You have control of the budget, salaries, expectations. Sell as many of the underperforming players as you can, first of all. Clear the depths if you can. So you try and get rid of Zinchenko, Kivior, Gabriel Jesus, getting rid of Jorginho. There's multiple others, right? I'd get rid of Trossard. Sterling's loan is cancelled. You clear the wage budget. You then address the starting 11. Before anything else, get the starting 11 players that you need. So get the striker, get the left winger, and whatever else we feel we need. Then you get some squad players, cheaper options, and then you go from there. I don't think... The reason there's so much frustration with Arsenal fans is because we knew at the start of this season, or the end of last season, we're not far away. We're close. We finished 2 points behind Man City. We got 89 points. We were close. All you needed was get the striker, get the proper number 8. And we might, them two positions alone might have got us the title this season. If we had a striker right now on 14, 15 goals, and we had an 8 that was dominating games and on the ball, also I agree with you, I don't think the club lacks star quality. I think outside of Saka, we lack that genuine maverick superstar, you know. That's what we need. Also, if I owned the club, we'd have a different manager. I'm telling you that right now. I don't think he's the guy. I think he's the guy. I think he's the Rodgers. He can help you, and then you get the Klopp, who's world class, who completes the mission. I still think we need our Jurgen Klopp in a sense, you know. Let's finish off with waffle settings. I'm going to apologise for this before I've even read one word of what he says. Every word from Mikel Arteta's pre-United presser. He's wearing the No More Red hoodie. They never actually sell these, do they? I think it's obviously just as a promotion campaign for No More Violence. Islands, which is obviously a very important campaign. On the importance of the FA Cup for us, it's massive, part of our history, we've won it 14 times. Honestly, I'm in a mood with Arsenal, so I doubt I'm going to read many of these answers in full. And whether his final win in 2020 was his best day in management, memory of winning something and celebrating, cheering with your people is the ultimate goal. I'll never forget the process, the people you meet. Overall, I have great memories. It's a pity we have to think back so long, though, for the memory. 2020, we were in lockdown at the time. If that was your ultimate goal, any chance of you winning some other silverware? And I don't mean the Dubai Cup or the Florida Cup. What he's made of Amram at United, when you look especially at the big teams, how they perform, the results, it's impressive. I know him, I followed him a lot when he was in Portugal. When he was in Portugal, there is a big reason. Yeah, we all followed him, mate. He knocked us out of the Europa League. Scored past Ramsdale from about 40 yards out. Yeah, you're right. Wasn't even his team, but I suppose we still got to give him some credit. He did win it, but yeah, Ober and them, and let's be real. On the difficulty of turning a club's fortunes around mid-season, every manager when appointed, reasons can be difficult. I don't even want to read it. On the profile of a player, he looks to recruit in January. They seem to be invisible players that don't exist. They seem to be the players he goes for. Ghosts. That don't do anything. First of all, someone that can impact the team. You think Kvara could impact this team? Maybe. Oh, okay, fair enough. Bringing in bodies doesn't help us at all. It's just about somebody who can immediately impact our performance and can bring something we don't have. To find that in the market is very difficult. Ever heard of Kvara? No, we'll leave it, shall we? I bet they don't ask him about Kvara either, do they? So he's everything he's describing is available on the market. Osimhen 65 mil, Kvara 67 mil, Douglas Luiz on loan with obligation to buy. He's better than Jorginho. He's better than Mikel Merino. But what do I know? This ain't Football Manager. That's not how it works. That's what they tell me. Do you know what? I'm looking back on this stream. Self-awareness very important. And in my head now, the voice in my head is saying, "Now, you're moving like some moany old man right now." But I'll be honest, it's necessary. The second I come off this stream, I'm calm. But Arsenal have got me in a mood right now that I can't get out of. I'm sorry, I just can't get out of it. They probably need to win the next 3 games to get me out of that mood. Not even beating Man United gets me out of that mood. They then got Tottenham on Wednesday in the league. On how we'll get more out of the players to improve our cutting edge, he said, if you look at a sample of a game or 2 or 3, that's a very small sample. You cannot use that. We don't use short samples. They don't correlate the team performance. When you look at a year or 2 and the team performance scores, the amount of players that are involved, there is no discussion that we have to focus on our players. Absolute nonsense, mate. Because what he will say is, there's no problem with scoring goals. We scored 90 goals last season. Yeah, but what about this season? How come no players scored 20 goals in the season under your manager, apart from Ober, in your first season? How come individual brilliance is not shining through in this team? Oh, dear. On whether there are discussions about recruitment, we always have discussions with the ones above about how we can improve the team, whether the market is open or closed, because you have to plan for the necessities are right now and what they could be in a month. Those discussions are open. Yeah, you're doing a lot of talking, mate, but you're not doing anything about it, so it doesn't mean anything. On if a forward is a priority, he says no. The circumstances change because we have certain injuries for some big players, i.e. that's Saka. So it's always a possibility, but always it's about somebody that is really going to make us much better. So you're actually telling me a forward is not a priority. I'm sorry. I feel to end this stream right now. I feel to end the stream right now. You're basically saying, because we have injuries, so you're actually saying, if Saka wasn't injured, you wouldn't be looking for him. I feel to end the stream right now. I've had enough. He's just told me we don't need a striker. When a striker just missed a header from 3 yards out, off his shoulder. I'm lost for words. They're asking him about the ball on the FA Cup ball. Maybe it will make a good difference. We adapt in the Champions League. I am not answering that question. I'm not reading that answer. The fact he spoke about, people go, oh yeah, but he set him, you know, the guy set him up with the question. Bro, all he had to say was, we lost, can't make any excuses, I don't want to talk about the football. That's what any manager worth his, you know, his coin should be saying. I'm not here to make excuses about the football. The guy turned around and said, yeah, the ball flies different. He scored 5 against Bolton. He scored 3 against Preston and 3 against Palace with the same football. Because you lost 2-0, you're talking about the way the ball flies through the air. It didn't fly bad when Isak put it crossbar and in. On the importance of wearing no more red on Sunday, it's great. We have so many people who put so much effort, put in their lives to try to improve quality in so many lives, creating safe space, safe environments. When we get an opportunity to raise that in such a big occasion, we have to do it. Well done to the club, well done to everybody that's participating in that. They put so much effort into it and the impact is huge. Now, obviously, I've got huge respect for that. It's a big problem. In London and England. See what that beat is. 8,000 fans. We have to be noisier. Emirates is a library at time. And if playing in a different kit changes preparation, he said it does change. It's not something we're used to, but I think it's for the right reason. Well, maybe if we lose, you can say that we didn't recognise each other in the white kits. On Neto making a big contribution off the field. Well, he can't make one on the field because he's cup tied. We will decide what's the best option. Should Neto play in goal? Man United managers confirmed Bayern Deer will play in goal ahead of Onana. And if our form in front of goal is a concern, with a team that has scored the most goals in the calendar year, does that win us a title? That's actually 2 different seasons. On Odegaard's goal-scoring return in this season, there are moments sometimes, probably sustaining the form over the past couple of seasons, sustaining an attacking midfielder to score 15 goals 2 years ago, it doesn't happen. It has happened in the past, though, mate. You look at Gerrard, Yaya Toure. If we've been reliant on Saka and Odegaard, it can be an element. I've had enough. Odegaard adjusting to playing with Saka. He says again, it can be an element. Whether he would like a versatile forward in the front positions compared to other clubs have done in the expenditure that we have there, we are far from it.
All of y'all are at Afrotech right now because you've been a teacher for the past 3 years and them kids is getting on your nerves. Meanwhile, Deontay with Tech Hub Labs got a whole virtual training organization to help you get into the whole tech industry. All while you get on.
Do you want this food?
games.